Welcome to The Startup. I'm Rebecca Jarvis. And we're joined by Zach Sims, co-founder and CEO of Codecademy. Great to have you with us.
Thank you for having me.
So you're 22, right?
Yep.
And your story is such a quintessential startup story. You go to Silicon Valley, you rent a house, and then what?
And then started a company with eating ramen, with another 23-year-old at the time, and here we are.
How did you start to learn how to code in the first place?
So I'd been reading books and watching videos and actually working with my co-founder. I just found the whole process to be super frustrating. So at the end of the day, we built something that I think was better.
How did you build it, though? I mean, when you're starting out building Codecademy, what is Codecademy today, how did you begin?
So we basically thought about what we would have wanted to learn from and what we would need to build it. Build something fun and interactive, and basically designed everything first, and then sat down for 3 weeks and didn't get out much and built a prototype.
What does that mean? Didn't get out much?
Means worked like 20 hours a day. Yeah, didn't leave the apartment.
And then what?
And then launched it and had a couple 100,000 people use the site in the first couple weeks that we were around. But it's been amazing to see what happens in 1 year. We have a few million users at this point, spread out across tons of different countries. And I think it's amazing to see that kind of an impact.
Where has it caught on the most rapidly?
Still biggest country-wise here, but we're seeing a lot of developed countries like Brazil, Russia, India, China, the UK, which is not a developing country, but had really seen tremendous population sizes join Codecademy.
What's the vision 5 years from now?
I think we're building the way for anyone to learn how to program online and learn what we think is the most important skill of the 21st century. We're seeing this gulf between what people are learning in school and what they need on the job, and providing something that's fun and accessible in the middle to help them bridge that gap is very important, and programming is the way to do it.
So rather than going to a community college, for example, to further your education and paying $8,000 a year, you could go online from the comforts of your home and learn a skill that might help you on the job.
Definitely, I think it's not just community colleges. There are a lot of schools where students are paying $50,000, $60,000 a year for a degree that when they leave won't necessarily mean very much to employers.
What do you hear from employers? What's the skill that they want the most?
I think employers are looking for people that are skilled in modern web technologies, Ruby, Python, JavaScript. And what we're finding is those are things that aren't necessarily taught in most college curriculums. So there's definitely, even for people that are majoring in computer science, there's room for them to learn something practical with Codecademy in order to find a job.
Did you know that going in?
Definitely. I had taken a few computer science courses at Columbia and learned Java and a bunch of sort of older technologies, and had to teach myself the modern technologies on the side. So we knew that there was really no way for people to pick those things up in an institutional or structured setting.
How are you making money?
We don't make money yet.
You don't?
No.
Does that concern you?
It doesn't, not now. I think we found there are a bunch of different ways that we will foreseeably make money in the future, a bunch of pilots that we've run with people so far to see how that would work. And I think right now we're just focused on building the product.
How will it work?
I think that we'll talk about when we build it out.
So your investors are probably saying to you, Zach, please don't tell them how you're going to make money. That's the special sauce.
I think our investors are happy with the way things are going, yeah.
How do you sell them on an idea that has no profits?
I think we sell them on the vision market size, right? If you look at how fragmented and broken education is today, and what we've been able to do in a few short months at this point, I think the possibilities are really endless. And I think if you look at a lot of consumer internet and even enterprise businesses that start off with just a product and without any profit and revenue, great things can still happen.
All right. Well, it's great talking with you, Zach.
Thank you for having me.
Great to meet you.
Yeah.
Thanks. And thank you for watching us on The Startup. Remember, if there's someone you'd like to see here, tweet us at Rebecca Jarvis, #TheStartup.